welcome to the MNmaxed podcast, now brought to you in 2021. Let's hope things are a lot better excuse me, what? What happened yesterday at the Capitol? I'm sorry, what? Okay. Well, hey, how about some escapism? We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction Curse. We want to invite you to come join our Discord, where you can come hang out with us and other listeners of the show, where we talk about all sorts of things. If you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, check out our Patreon. We really do appreciate everybody who supports us. You help keep this show going. A shout out to our members at the big number level and above. Rock Jedi, Wolf, Blarnamos Slump, Emily S., Jason K., Just Mike Works, and Ross D. A recap of session 48. We hit level 8. The creepy little leshy thing tells us to come die. Peach Pie smashes it with a hammer. We determine the best thing to do with Givzeb is to banish him by smashing him with a hammer, which Peach Pie does suddenly and probably painlessly. From there, we heal up and go to the final room. Turns out there's a couple of ether spiders in there. We squish the shit out of them. We enter into an alchemy shop where Peach Pie buys many things from its startled but friendly owner, who has records of Mistress Dusklight being a villain. We head back to the circus to find that it has been attacked and is on fire. We put out the fires and tend to the wounds. Smiley Derricus shows up and has a warrant to search the grounds. Peach Pie punches him in the face. After some conversation, he agrees to wait until morning. However, none of us are allowed to leave.
So yeah, Moonlight will go tell the professor that everybody needs to stay on the grounds tonight or risk being arrested.
All right, they're going to make sure that the menagerie doesn't show back up, so fine.
Luckily, in this case, it works both ways. Let everybody know that we'll get things back in order tomorrow.
Yes, I think once the cook's done with the dinner, early bedtime tonight. Let's talk about level 8. What does everybody get with their level? Who wants to go first?
I mean, Moonlight's is pretty simple. I get one new spell. It's called Chroma Leech, and I'm interested to see how it plays out. It doesn't actually do damage, but it does like enfeebled and drained. So,
good old debuff spell.
Good old debuff spell. As far as other things, I get a class feat and a skill feat. My skill feat is Terrified Retreat, which when I critically succeed on a demoralize action, if the target's level is lower than mine, the target flees for 1 round.
Gotta love that fleeing condition.
Yep. And for my class feat, this is something out of the APG. It's called Soul Sight.
Soul Sight,
and
okay.
Tyler's not going to be very happy about this.
Oh, fucking great.
I gain Spirit Sense and Imprecise Sense with a range of 60 feet. So basically, if anything has a spirit within 60 feet of me, I know of it.
Whoa. Okay, hold on a second.
Huh.
What's this thing called again?
It's called Soul Sight. It's a level 8 Sorcerer Bard feat.
Wow. And haunts?
Yep.
Wow. That's fucking awesome. I can't surprise you with haunts anymore.
Can't surprise me with much of anything anymore. When it's a 60-foot range, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It includes living creatures, most non-mindless undead, and haunts.
That's a really good class feat, actually. I like that a lot.
So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I get.
Well, Jeb hitting level 8 is pretty basic for Jeb. I took a kind of an RP feat called Influence Nature.
Oh, tell me about it.
So it's more so one where it's a downtime feat, and basically I like commune with the nature, like if we're out in the forest, I can like talk to birds and make bird calls, and the region, and gain favor of the region to aid us in the days to come.
That just basically looks like you influence nature in any particular area with downtime to benefit you. Yeah. So that's a pretty broad feat there. You could do a lot of things with that.
Yeah, we'll see. And then the other amazing feat is making Turtle savage.
Ooh, Turtle's a savage animal companion now.
There is the option for savage or nimble, but savage makes her large, so I went with that. And Chewie doesn't have anything for large doing anything, I don't believe. Trying to find it.
Like if it increases reach?
Does she get reach? Just
I don't-
being large? Like, I guess I don't know where. I'll look for it a little bit more. But on top of being large, her strength modifier goes up by 2. Dex, Con, and Wisdom go up by 1. She deals 3 additional damage. And I gain Cat Pounce, where she strides and strikes in 1 action. Yeah, her modifiers are stupid though. Plus 5 strength, plus 5 dex.
That's crazy. Nice for the damage, though.
Yeah, so now it's 2d6 plus 8.
And Turtle's...
What happens to her for a long time?
Turtle's been growing.
It will look really weird with Moonlight on top of Turtle now.
Moonlight's gonna look tiny.
But that's Jib. Like I said,
Okay.
nothing really for Jib, but... Oh, and I got a 4th spell slot, I guess, for I grabbed Fly.
Nice. Everyone's still in 4th level spells at this point, right?
Yeah, it's next
Yes.
level. Goes up.
Got it.
For Peach Pie, only a couple things really change. Of course, HP goes up, which is always good. I guess everything goes up in 2E. For my skill feat, I took Quick Repair, so it only takes me a minute to fix things, and when I become Master in crafting, it'll only take 3 actions to fix things. So if somebody's armor gets destroyed or whatever, I can fix it. And then for my class feat, I took a dedication feat for the Alchemist, Expert Alchemy, which means my advanced alchemy level increases to 3, which means when I'm making things with my free reagents that I get in the morning, I can make things up to level 3, which I could only do up to level 1 until now. So makes my bombs are still pretty underpowered for the level, but it makes things like Antidote and Antiplague and all that stuff really nice.
Nice. And then, what about the wizard?
I took multilingual again, so I picked up 2 more languages.
All right.
And then I picked up bond conservation. So when I use my drain bonded item, I get an extra use of that same ability, but I have to use it before the end of my next turn, and it goes towards a spell of 2 levels lower than the one I just used it for. So like, if I recall a 4th level spell, the next turn I can recall a free 2nd level spell.
Okay, but it's recalling a free sec, so you would have had to have cast that 2nd level spell, or is it a?
It's just saying I can use my drain bond item again to recall the spell.
All right, so when you guys wake up, you feeling fresh, feeling stronger. Everybody's getting together for breakfast. Shortly after breakfast time, you see Derricus walk toward the circus, and he waves.
Peach Pie will grab a mug of coffee and walk up to Derricus and hold it out to him and say, "I'm sorry for punching you yesterday. I was upset."
He takes the coffee from you and he goes, "Yeah, it's all right. It looks like you guys went through a lot last night and you were upset at us, completely understandably. I'm so sorry."
Water under the bridge.
Yeah. He lifts the coffee cup up and he takes a sip. It's good stuff.
I don't suppose you had a chance to talk with our district manager or leader?
Oh, you talk about Andera.
No,
And,
the one that is in charge of this district. You
Oh,
said-
that's right. No, I actually haven't. I gotta get this warrant served and taken care of first. But I'll do it as soon as I get back. So does everybody come out okay last night? Everybody all right?
Yes, minor burns and scratches.
Pulls out the slip of paper from his pocket and just goes, "Well, let's get this over with, huh?"
Are we going to have the wizard look at it to make sure it's legit?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we look at it so we know exactly what it is you were searching?
Oh, sure. Yeah, here. He hands it down to Moonlight.
What does it say?
It is, in fact, a warrant. You haven't ever seen one of these before, so you don't really know exactly what you're looking for or really what you're looking at.
Like, I hold it, but I kind of hold it so that like the wizard can read it more than I can.
I look over his shoulder and read it. 21 Society.
It seems pretty standard. It's set to search the circus grounds for any clues pertaining to the disappearance of Dalinar and Ruatha.
Was it signed by?
It's signed by Andera.
Can we pull out the written authorization she gave us to go into Moonstone Hall and compare the signatures?
I mean, you could.
I suggest that to the wizard.
Yeah, I'll do that.
When Peachpie suggests that you check the signatures against the one that Andera gave you, Derricus cocks an eyebrow at you, but he doesn't stop you or interrupt you.
Just
Oh.
being thorough.
Yes, no offense, but we did not have a good experience with the guard yesterday, and now we are suspicious.
As you're taking out, and, because I can't imagine it's on a bandolier, you're going to take it off, out of a backpack, or the wizard has it somewhere in his bag of holding, not sure. But you all notice a set of guards led by Andera. She's fully armored up, she's got her spear, and she walks up to your group as you're kind of standing around looking over everything and goes, "Well, welcome back. It's good to see that you've survived.
Yes, we were going to come talk to you today.
I would like the chance to talk with you. And while Derricus is looking over the grounds to get that whole mess out of the way, I would like to hear your report from your exploration."
If it's all the same, we've had a rather poor experience with the guard, and we would like to accompany them on their search of this property, just to make sure there's no foul play.
Andera looks over at Derricus, and he looks surprised and kind of puts his hands up and he just goes, "I was going to tell you, but I was trying to serve the warrant last night." And she looks at him and just goes, "Derricus, what exactly is he talking about?" And he goes, "As you can see, they were vandalized last night, and when that was occurring and when they were cleaning it up, there were no patrols around."
For multiple hours.
She looks back at Moonlight. "Multiple hours? Derricus, this is unacceptable." And he goes, I know. No, I was going to talk to you about it. I never got the chance to. I'm sorry. Perception checks from the party.
24.
15.
31.
Also 24.
Wizard Derricus looks really worried right now. He's making up excuses, it sounds like.
And here I go, mending bridges with him, thinking I've got the wrong assessment of this guy. And, damn it.
She looks at him and goes, "Derricus, you need to send your team back now. These fine people have been through a lot, as I can clearly see, and to find out that they had no assistance from the city at all. Leave them be for a few days. This investigation can be put on hold."
Some of our animals died in the fires.
And she turns back to Moonlight and says, "My condolences for the lack of thorough coverage in my city." She shoots a glance at Derricus with that, and he winces back a little bit.
I hate to accuse anybody of anything, but are you sure about the loyalty of all of your guards?
Between Andera and Derricus, they've each brought a pair. So there's 4 guys standing behind these two. They all look back and forth to each other. Not like they're not suspicious of each other, but there was an accusation laid there, and they look maybe a little offended. Andera says, "Well, while you're giving me your report, I will send this team away. Would you like a contingent of the guard to stay behind to protect your people from any further abuse?"
I don't necessarily want special treatment, just want equal treatment.
"As it should be." And she looks up at Derricus and says, "Make sure the patrols resume in this quarter of the city, and pull your teams back, Derricus." He kind of puts his hand behind his neck. He rubs the back of his neck. He goes, Yeah, absolutely, Commander Pauldrine. I'll get right on it." Turns and looks at his 2 guards, and they walk away. She watches Derricus walk away, and she turns back to her guards and she says, well, go on. Resume with your duties. I can find my way back to my office on my own, thank you. And they bugger off. And it's just you four and Andera. And she says, I have had my suspicions. Today raises those suspicions. But please, if we could have this conversation in my office where we wouldn't have any prying ears. I'm not sure who I can trust and cannot trust at this point. Although Derricus is a friend of mine, sometimes he makes stupid mistakes. I find myself trusting him, but that doesn't mean that all of his men are trustworthy. So please, come back, let's talk about the report.
Yes, he seemed to put the blame on the district commander. But he is not in charge of this area.
She rolls her eyes and she just goes, shit rolls downhill. He is her superior. So he is, at the end of the day, responsible, as of course am I responsible.
I know the feeling. But yes, let's go back to your office. In fact, we were headed your way if it had not been for Derricus' search anyways.
Let's just say that Delamar is a very prominent figure in my office. He comes frequently, and his disappearance is strange.
Knowing the man, I imagine it would be.
Does like a tension, that one. However, it can be placed on hold for the moment.
We have much to discuss about the Moonstone Hall.
Alright, and you guys are talking on your way through to the office. She leads you in, and you go back to that place where she's got that suit of armor that was hung up. That armor rack is here, empty. She hangs her halberd up, and she expertly doffs her armor and just leaves her military coat and trousers beneath. Hangs it up, sits down behind her desk, and she says, well, tell me, what exactly is going on under my city?
Well, there is apparently tunnels to the Darklands, I believe they called it.
Her eyes go wide. The Darklands?
Yes, I believe that is how the Zulgas were getting in. As you
that's
may know,
unfortunate.
there is a temple of Eridan down there, and they burrowed their way into the temple.
That's disturbing.
I do believe we cleared it out for now, but if the tunnels are not covered, there may be more.
How large of an opening are we talking here?
It was a fairly large opening.
It was. It was a fairly large opening. It had to admit stegosauruses.
Oh, yes. There's also some dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? From the Darklands? I don't know that much.
I doubt they came from above ground. Someone would have noticed it.
I would imagine. You are certainly very capable circus performers. We weren't expecting you to return after 3 days of being missing.
Well, we weren't sure we were going to return either at some points.
I see. Well, thank you for your service in clearing out the danger. That means a lot to me in my city. Thank you. Are there any clues as to what their intentions would have been?
Yes. They dislike Eridan. I do not know how much you know about the founding of the Starstone Isles. We have learned quite a bit in our time in the Moonstone Halls. The Zulgas, and we have come to believe also that Eridan stole the Aeon Orbs from the Zulgas.
Well, that's not how that's told in the stories.
I have a book that, explains it, don't I?
From the Deeds of Eridan.
Okay, yeah. And I grabbed the Deeds of Eridan. I literally have it in my inventory, so...
You pull it out and show her this passage?
I pull it out and show her the passage.
She reads it. My, this is not something that is remembered. Certainly not something that the Eridanite, at this point the Harbingers, say anything of this.
Yes, well, if your gods stole from another race, would your believers tell others?
No, I don't know. Religious concerns are not my forte.
While it may be true what Eridan did, that does not give the Zulgas the right to attempt to wipe out the people on these islands.
Wait, what?
Well, that is their intent.
I see.
To take the orbs back and punish those who have benefited from them.
And in the Moonstone Hall specifically, they were there to what?
try to learn more about the orbs.
They were trying to gain knowledge.
My
Well, did they
understanding is
succeed?
probably how to manipulate or destroy the orbs. Because we know that's what they were doing at the Tower of Air. I do not know specifically if any of them succeeded, but the ones that were still there will not be passing on their knowledge.
If they're specifically looking for knowledge, do they have the wherewithal to keep notes on what exactly they may have been doing?
I don't remember, did we find stuff? We found a note.
I mean, we know that we think they're trying to do all of them, right?
Right, but is there anything that they got or were any proof of what they were trying to do down there? Did you talk to them?
Or? Another note
Well, there's certainly proof
that
that
was,
Mr. Dusklight was being
from Dusklight
Yeah.
to the mighty Strashek and hand that to him.
Okay, so you pull out the note, and this is the note that is written by Dusklight. Yep, directly to Strashek. Andera looks at it and reads over it. Her eyes go wide as she's reading through it. She says, "Am I reading this correctly? She's actively delivering members of her employees of her for sacrifice to these Zolgaths?"
The worst thing is they even became ghosts after their death.
What?
At least 2 of them did.
That is damning evidence against Mistress Dusklight. Do you have anything else? Anything that would indicate what she might have been doing down there? What exactly was she getting out of this bargain?
I believe she was getting trinkets and such from that the Zolgaths found but did not have use for.
Yeah, she potentially has like 2 of those circlets in her possession.
To the masks.
To the mask in her possession that you could look for. You could talk to the, I don't know, is Peach Pie there or is there just Moonlight?
I think we're all there.
Yeah, everybody's
Oh, okay. But you're doing the talking. But yeah, the masks they could look for in her possession, and then they could talk to the alchemy shop owner.
Oh yeah, the alchemy. Yeah, we can point him out. Also, because I've got no other reason to go to back there, that there is a entrance to the Moonstone Hall through that alchemy shop, and that she was paying him 10 gold per visit plus 2 gold per week, and he was recording it in his ledger.
Really? Recording that in his ledger? Well,
At least he's paying his
shopkeepers
taxes.
shopkeepers are strange fellows, and that is a very good point. Moonlight, at least he's paying the taxes. Well,
An accountant.
Well, I know that's how she would think, so.
Right. No, I mean, you nailed it. Yeah, absolutely.
so she says that must be what happened to Delamar then. Did you run into her down there? Did you see the bodies of Delamar, or Ruana is her name? I don't know if you've actually met her. No, that's right. The report said that you had met at that night they went missing. But
Yes, the 2 of them and Abe's. We met them all the same night.
many of the witnesses from the crowd that we interviewed indicated that they had received inexpensive tickets, undercutted tickets, from Delamar and Ruana while waiting in line. And we also can report that none of them had gone to the menagerie instead. Perhaps Dusklight is punishing them for failing?
That is possible. We did not see their bodies. What was the name of the one clown we found?
Flopsy.
Peach Pie was able to identify one of the members as Flopsy the Clown, but we are unsure who the other one was.
I see. Given some of the description of the scenes that you came across through your trek in the Moonstone Hall, it would seem that, well, very literally anything could have happened to them down there.
It was quite gruesome.
Thank you. I thank you for this.
And I do not know what treasures she did gather, because we know that she did give up items of her own, including the staff, and I'll hold up the hell is it called?
The Ringmaster's staff?
The Ringmaster's staff, which we were able to recover,
I
but
see.
I don't know what she received in exchange for it.
Well, between if the shopkeep's ledgers indeed corroborate your story, along with this missive that she's written, this is enough. She must be arrested immediately. I have a favor to ask.
Yes?
in your service to Escadar, I wish to deputize your group immediately. You've obviously shown that you can handle yourself in these sorts of situations, and as you currently pointed out, or you recently pointed out to me on our way here, that not all of my staff is trustworthy when it comes to the menagerie.
Do you know we're circus folk, right?
Circus folk with the knack of staying alive in dangerous situations, from what I can tell.
That is true.
If Dusklight is as dangerous as this seems to indicate that she is, sending in some of my privates will not result in a positive outcome. At this point, I need to keep Derricus and the teams occupied.
She is very much dangerous. We know that from personal experience.
I suppose you would. If you should accept, I would like very much if you could bring her back here to me alive, so we can have a swift trial and make sure that she is properly punished for her crimes within the law.
I believe she will be difficult to take her willingly.
Well, if the damage that she wrought on your camp is any indication, then I would say that you are correct. She would likely fight for her own survival. If you end her life in self-defense, I would understand. Though I would very much like to see her here alive in my office to be brought to trial.
We will do what we can.
Well, then, let's get the deputization paperwork through quickly, and you execute the arrest.
I accept.
Good. Now, I do have plenty of other work to do. We are very busy, so thank you again for your service. And she goes to her desk, sits down, writes out the deputization paperwork, hands it to you, along with the warrant for Moonlight, a warrant for Dusklight's arrest.
I assume you want this carried out immediately.
As soon as possible.
Sounds good.
We are motivated.
Yes, good. Good. And she sits down and pulls out another ledger for another set of, notes on a completely different case going on right now, and she starts going to work.
Moonlight bows and walks out.
I follow.
Moonlight, are we cops now?
Fuck
Let's
us.
be cops.
Seems like a bad idea.
Let's be
I
mercenaries.
mean, we are more like mercenaries, I think, but
More like bounty hunters.
Isn't this just one step closer to Bernard's wet dream?
It is, Bert. No, the Pathfinders are definitely not police, though.
That's true.
Adventurers?
They're adventurers, essentially.
but is Bernard lawful?
I imagine Bernard as neutral good.
That makes sense.
You guys just wait till you imagine what I think I am.
You guys walk out of...
I'm actually Dusklight.
You're a catfolk under a beard.
Yeah.
alter shape.
Tyler, hit me in the DMs. We'll figure this out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So yeah, you guys leave the office. You have in your possession a warrant to arrest Mistress Dusklight.
Do we want to go do that now, or we got a lot of shit we could go sell and buy some gear?
I mean, it's pretty early in the morning. I say we sell our shit.
Well, selling shit takes a full day, doesn't it? No.
That's all right. We gotta. I'm sure there's still plenty of shit we could do to make the camp good again.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Yeah, it usually takes 1 day of downtime to sell off goods or shop around to buy a couple of items. So yeah, we can definitely get shopping done. Shopping montage. Okay, so if we look at the party sheet.
I flash my deputized badge around everywhere we go and for discounts.
How much money do we have? We got a lot of money, though.
we got a lot of money from selling.
Yeah,
that
I've
shit.
got 352 gold.
I have 449.
Nice.
I had found a couple things I wanted. I just wasn't sure if I actually was gonna buy them.
I have 15 gold.
What did you buy?
You must have bought something already.
Oh, I added some spells to my book, and then I got the insistent door knocker.
Yes,
I can just make doors in places.
I love that item.
Foreshadowing.
Is there anybody that would in town that would lease me greater boots of Bounder?
Lease you? I don't even know if there's anything I need to buy. I think I'm all right.
You're gonna spend all day purchasing
Yeah, I think one of the big questions is what time do we want to go to the Celestial Menagerie? Do we want to go like late at night when we could maybe do a little bit more infiltration when there's not going to be a shit ton of people around? I think that might be a good idea.
I mean, how stealthy of a group are we?
I more mean just like don't go assaulting them when there's a whole bunch of fucking civilians there.
Oh, they have like a show today?
I don't know.
What do we know about them? Like, have we seen posters for their show? Do we know what their show days are? Things like that?
It's pretty easy to find out what their show days are. It's true that they have a couple of shows every week that kind of rotate out performers, but the grounds are open daily to the games and the sideshow attractions and other activities.
Then I'd definitely say let's go late at night when there's not going to be any people there.
I would actually think an early morning.
Or that.
Like, I mean, it probably doesn't open like at 8 a.m. quote unquote 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I think of Circus as like a early afternoon through late evening kind of thing.
Yeah. So we'd either want to go at like the early AM, like 3 a.m. to like 6 a.m.
Hopefully while she's sleeping.
Assuming everybody would be asleep and nobody would be there. No civilians would be there.
Is that the plan then?
So we shop during the day, then we take a nap, and then plan an assault for like 3 a.m.
But we just go to bed early.
Yeah, I like it.
While you're out shopping, say like just after lunch, you grab some clams on a seafood cart on the street or something like that.
I stand in the sunshine.
Yeah. There you go. It just stands. While you're taking lunch, it's not hard to see. Doesn't make any attempt to hide, but a little 1 foot tall, gnarled, stumpy branch with legs and feet and like a completely disfigured, it's just a gnarled branch. And it kind of waddles up to you guys and just kind of looks up at Moonlight. It doesn't say anything or do anything, it just stares at you.
Moonlight will look it down and be like, "Yes, little one?"
It doesn't say anything, it just kind of looks at you. The tiny gnarled creature, shorter than Moonlight, who's already very short, just looks up at you and follows you wherever you go.
I look at Peach Pie. I'm not sure. I want whoever's controlling this to know exactly where we are.
Say no more. And I smash it.
Breaks into tiny little pieces. And the crowd nearby parts around, shocked. Some people look at you in silence and just walk on, eyes wide.
Peach Pie notices people noticing. He pauses for a moment. Ta-da!
Performance check to save that.
You got it.
23.
23.
You get a couple of weak claps, like, oh, that was a street performance. Okay.
Just people being polite.
Yeah, exactly.
Not understanding.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on, but
It's a reflex.
they understand that it's a performance, and I guess maybe I clap for you now? Sure, yeah. But everybody continues on. Moonlight, when the creature gets smashed, you do feel like a candle being blown out in your mind, as it were.
I don't know what a candle being blown out in my mind would feel like.
Just like a little corner of your mind that had light in it got blown out when that happened.
Plus, assuming there's light in my mind.
Sure, good point.
It's all darkness.
I'm trying to come up with a metaphor that, like, you felt that soul being
Like I felt something when that happened.
yeah, you felt something that was immediate and fleeting.
And like I already felt like it's a little twang of regret that this is. I feel like it's necessary, but I'm now like paranoid that these things are like spying on us or something, and that's what's going through.
I don't think that's
through my
paranoia.
head.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
Problem is, I don't know for sure, so it is paranoia. I mean, it could be paranoia, it could be true. It could be paranoia, that's true.
That's fair.
So
Neither Moonlight nor Swanee knows.
So you guys continue on shopping.
Yeah, and this is where I made a little bit of a mistake and we lost a little bit of a recording, but not a whole lot. All that happened is we went back to the circus and began discussing if we wanted to bring Kalkek with us to assault the Celestial Menagerie. Kalkek being the bar guest, of course.
Let's go get Kalkek. He can feast on some Celestial Menagerie folk.
Do we actually want to bring him with us to go assault them?
Yeah, fresh meals.
I mean, we did promise him food.
That's true. All right, we're going to go get Kalkek then.
All right. So you guys wander back into Kalkek's cave. It's very early in the morning, pre-dawn hours, and you find him sleeping in the back of the cave.
Kalkek, how are you this morning?
He kind of turns over. He's in his barcast form. He turns over to look at you, sees who it is, and stands up quickly. He looks down at you and goes,
"It's very early in the morning."
We have a proposition for you. We know you didn't want to go back to the Celestial Menagerie, but what if I could tell you is to eat them?
You want me to come with you to the Celestial Menagerie? Now?
Yes. We are going to apprehend Mistress Dusklight. We expect resistance.
I see. I don't want to go back. That wasn't part of the deal. I don't want to go back.
I understand that. And that's why we are just putting this forward to you. It is fresh meals, though.
Do you plan on killing her?
I can be frank with you. Yes.
Can I have her?
I mean, I don't want to eat her.
Do we have to prove to, like, what's her face that we got her?
We'll save her.
I don't think we have to. I think he's going to eat her face first. So, at least based on what I've seen so far, I don't see why not.
go ahead and roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, god damn it. I have to use my hero point already. That's not much better. I get a 23.
Deal. How do I get there?
You'll go as my companion.
I would
So you
advise
just
the
make a
wolf form.
I see.
And he shapeshifts into the wolf form. Even in Kalkek's wolf form, his lips are drawn back from scar tissue into a toothy smile. He doesn't speak in wolf form, but he stands up and looks like he's awaiting your... like, you go first.
Yeah, so as we walk, Moonlight will just talk to him and be like, it's up to you if you wish to help us fight, but if you don't, that's perfectly understandable.
Sense motive?
There's my nat 20. 33.
Kalkek looks maybe a little pensive in wolf form, but gives you a nod.
And hopefully, for the wizard's sake, you'll get what you need and you can move on and he can see it. I know he's very interested.
I do really want to see that. Like, are there going to be like lights, or does he just like fade out, or like does a doorway open? Does he evolve like a fucking Pokemon?
Yeah, it's straight up.
He just disappears like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
If he just disappears, that's still fucking cool. I'm
No,
cool with it.
essentially, I think he would evolve. He turns into a greater Parker.
Is there going to be like music in the background for when he like?
If you spam X, you can cancel the
Why would you spam X and skip that?
So, do you have anything that you need and or want to do at the circus before you leave?
Just make sure I've got the right potions prepared and everything.
Well, and just to confirm, we're leaving at like, what was it, 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's at like 3 a.m. It was after rest and an hour for prep.
And we briefly talked about this, but we do already have, I mean, the circus has guards posted and everything, just like,
Well, yeah,
not us, like actual guards.
Tyler had mentioned that there was actual, like, there was a larger
Rotation.
city presence.
The larger city presence, the guards are patrolling nearby, unlike before. So if you guys end up heading towards the Celestial Menagerie, Peach Pie knows the way. Jebediah knows the way. Moonlight doesn't, really.
And no one knows what the Wiz knows. He might know it.
He might know the way.
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
If you
For
care
all he
enough.
knows, for all he knows, he went to a show before he...
He probably loves their circus more than ours. Fuck, I used to be part of it. God damn it.
I forgot. Flashback sequence incoming. No.
Forgot that Abe's replaced me.
Wait, guys, I'm in the circus?
They need to replace one smoking thing with another.
As you guys come up to the grounds, the Celestial Menagerie's grounds are surrounded by a wall of pruned, thorny bushes. As you walk up to the entrance, those bushes give way to a delicate wrought iron gate bearing the words Celestial Menagerie in large letters. A wooden sign above them, decorated with winged angels in animal forms, reads, "The delights of Nirvana await."
Seems awfully pretentious.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. I was like, God, these guys are full of themselves. Fuck them.
And standing in front of the gate are two men. Jeb, you actually recognize one of the bruisers. No, you recognize both. One of them looks over at the other and goes, boys, look who it is! It's Jeb and Peach Pie!
Hello, boys.
Well, we were told you were going to come, but we weren't expecting you so early in the morning.
Had to beat the rush.
Well, you do know that we're closed right now, obviously. So why don't you go fuck off, yeah?
We're not here for a show. We're here for the mistress.
They both pull their clubs out. Oh, so you're getting by here then?
Well, we were sent by the city guard. She's under arrest.
She's under arrest? I'm assuming you have paperwork for this. Sheriff, what's your name?
Moonlight.
Sure. Let's see your papers.
Do I have the papers?
Do we have papers?
I start reaching
Do
up
we
my
get papers?
sleeves, reaching to my bag. Oh shit, guys!
We got a warrant of some sort.
I knew we were. I forgot something. The papers are back. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go.
I whistle, not whistle because that's loud. I just kind of to Turtle and then show her previous abusers how big she is.
When Turtle walks around behind Jeb to come into view from behind the thorny bushes, both of their eyes go wide.
I'll tell you what. If you let us through, we won't kill you. 28 intimidation, quick coercion.
And that's right, you get both of them.
Yes. I have group coercion also.
One of them's gonna look over at Jebediah and say, "You're the one who took her!"
Took her, I saved her. You guys are beating her.
He spits on the ground. He goes, "Yeah, whatever."
Do you know this one, Jeb?
Yeah, they were the aggressors towards all the tigers and other pets.
So they should just die then.
I do not condone animal cruelty.
Initiative?
Peach Pie is a part of PETA.
I will let you use that intimidate check on your initiative if you would like, Moonlight. So, at the top of round one, after our Circus of Wayward Wonders has decided that these two men must die, Moonlight, you go first.
I will probably just subdual them.
Oh?
We'll see.
Let's see.
Moonlight drops a sound burst on him.
Oh, just boom, right out of the gate, huh?
Level 2.
Letting everyone know you're here. All right, so we get a 21 and an 18 from the two thugs.
So that's a failure on both of them. So they'll both take 2d10 sonic damage for, Jesus Christ, 7 damage on 2d10.
Got him.
Oof.
But hey, they're both deaf and cool,
All right.
because that means a lot.
Then after Moonlight gives them a case of the mops,
Oh, third action, I catch you.
Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Okay then. Action 1, rage. Action 2, get up in front of the dude. Action 3, smack a bitch. 22 to hit.
That'll miss.
Motherfucker.
All right.
All right, I'm done.
Well, after Peach Pie, Jebediah, it's your turn.
Well, I'll have Turtle advance into the right and fight. the same one that Peach Pie was looking on. There should be enough room for her there, right?
Yeah. Again, she's large, long, not large, tall.
She'll attempt to bite one of them. She will claw to no end, and Jeb will move up next to Peach.
Yeah, she fucking hates this guy, I'll bet. That's the first. That's one of the only times Turtle is like rushed into battle right away.
That's a good point, actually. Well done.
Yeah, Jeb, you sneaky motherfucker. you are RPing back there.
You just don't know it.
Oh man.
Oh my good.
Another terrible roll.
22. 7 again on the dice.
That is 3 22s for our melee attackers in a row.
All right. Well, then after Jebediah, it is Borz's turn. The first thing he is going to do is he's going to shove Jebediah. Jeb, this is against your Fortitude DC. Does a 31 beat your Fortitude?
Yeah, not correct, but it failed.
That's a fail. Okay. So he's going to push you back 5 feet, and he's going to choose to follow you on that 5 foot. With a second action, he's going to use an ability called Terrifying Sneer. So he's going to attempt to demoralize check on you.
The second I thought you were going to say terrifying sneeze. I was going to be like, that's
No, he's going to make an intimidate check to demoralize. Jeb does a 33 beat your will DC.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Now, this particular ability turns any successes on demoralize into critical successes. So you're frightened 2.
You're breaking my immersion. Jeb's not scared of anything.
Yes. Well, pardon me for breaking your immersion. Then, with his third action, he's going to take that club that he had, and he's going to swing it at you. This will be at the first multiple attack penalty because of the shove. Does a 33 hit you?
Jesus.
We're rolling fucking 5s, and he's got an 11, 17, 18.
This is going to be one of those nights, isn't it?
Apparently.
18 damage.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what she did to me because I lost that cat?
Tell me where she touched you.
I was gonna say, how's your asshole?
Now, I just have an image now of Mistress Dusklight pegging anybody who she needs to like punish at the circus.
And it's got spikes on it.
Oh God.
like rubber spikes, but still.
Oh man.
Maybe more like nubs.
More like nubs.
You can stop now.
Do we need a mod for our actual gameplay?
Yeah. This has been a sneak peek into the Discord server. Come join us.
Yeah.
Wizard, it's your turn.
I rolled like shit again on my initiative. I'm a control caster. I can't control if I don't go first. I don't got shit.
Lightning arc.
That's honestly all I have. Yeah, I'll drop a electric arc between the two of them.
All right, reflex saves. We get Boars gets a 27. The other guy gets a 20.
16 damage. Rolled pretty well on that. Third action, move. I'm just gonna move a little closer to everybody. Up behind Jeb.
Then after the wizard, Kalkek is still in wolf form and is hanging back. He's just kind of standing anxiously out of sight next to the wall. Which is going to take us down to Borz's partner here, is going to spend his first action to shove Peach Pie. Peach Pie does a 26 beat your Fortitude DC.
By 1.
By 1. So he's going to shove you back 5 feet. And he's going to follow you on that 5 feet. And he's also going to use that Terrifying Sneer ability. So he's going to make an Intimidate check on you against your will DC. Does a 23 beat your will DC?
Does not.
Does not. So you are not frightened. Uses his third action to hit you with his Great Club. 33 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 21 points of damage.
Nice.
Then that's going to take us to the top of round 2. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Okay, Moonlight will attempt to demoralize Mr. Boars just by glaring at him. Because he's got a sneer, well, I've got a glare. God damn it. My rolls are shit tonight. Natural 1. 20 beats will DC?
No. Well, Boris is absolutely tied up in Jebediah right now. He's staring daggers down at Jebediah.
I'm going to bed.
What's next?
Attempt to steal his shadow. He needs to give me a fortitude save.
He gets a nat 20 on the die. Critical success.
Nothing happens.
Boris is murderous. Well, then after Moonlight,
That's my turn. Oh,
it's Peach Pie.
Nat 1 on my side and a nat 20 for them, so I don't think it can go any worse than that.
I am going to attack this guy who is in front of me. 36 to hit.
36 is a hit.
Not a critical,
critical hit.
31 damage.
Big hit.
Number 2. Gonna miss at the 21. And for my final action, I'm gonna take a chance.
Oh.
I move in around behind them.
Oh.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
You do not.
Fantastic.
I mean,
I'm done.
Then after Peach Pie, it's Jebediah.
well, we'll let Turtle attack in this stranger here. We will attempt to bite at 17.
Oh, ouch.
We'll try another bite. A 27.
That will hit.
And we are officially flanking, so she gets a little bit extra damage. Not great. 13. And Jeb will take his 2 actions. These dice are pissing me off so bad.
The worst.
Every time they just tilt. Alright,
I feel your pain.
swing again. Because I've only got 1 action, so I might as well just... What's that dice even do? What is that one?
What is
That was
happening?
on a
man?
point.
What is happening?
Pretty sure that was a cocked die reroll.
Cocked die? You were called a cocked die. Fantasy Grounds got confused.
It sure as fuck looked like one, didn't it?
It really did.
Well, I'll attempt 4 strikes and deal 13 damage. And be done.
All right. Then after Jebediah, it's Boris' turn again. Boris is going to do it one more time. He's going to shove Jebediah.
And he's gonna get a 1.
Does a 28 beat your fortitude DC?
Sure does.
Jeb gets pushed 5 feet far back. He follows forward.
How did it go? I suppose I get an attack of opportunity on that, huh?
I guess I don't see why you would
I don't
not.
think in shove it. Doesn't it say like this is
But
not
it's
your
not
attack
shove,
opportunity?
it's his step up ability.
It's a success. Well, and it says you can stride after it.
Yeah, then if
Stride
it
is a
says
basic
stride,
action.
Yeah.
It doesn't say step after it. You stride after it. So yes, you can take an attack of opportunity on this.
Perfect. I will. Oh my god. 24 to hit.
24 misses. Then with his second action, we'll go with that terrifying sneer ability.
And you do that again? Demoralizes only once per day or something like that.
It does say once per turn, but hold on.
Well, he can probably do it once per turn, but
Frequency. Yeah, frequency once per turn. You're absolutely right. He's just demoralizing. Good call up.
I might do it every once in a while, so I know
For sure. Regardless of your result, the target is temporarily immune
for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. Then he doesn't. Instead, with his second action, he just smacks Jebediah with the Great Club again.
I mean, I can't say whether I helped or hurt either, but
Does a 29 hit.
Yes.
Jeb, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And yeah, with his third action, now he's going to shoot to hit you again. He's going to miss with that. Get a 14.
Nice.
All right. Then after Boars, it's the wizard's turn.
So this map's a fucking clusterfuck. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
Clusterfuck. Yep, okay, I said that. Too many fucks. I think there's one spot, though, that I can actually hit them 20. I move here. If I do a color spray,
15-foot cone would hit just the 2 of them.
Yeah, you're right.
it would be perfect, right?
That's some fucking Tetris shit you just pulled off, but yeah. Yeah, that works out perfectly.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my 4th level color spray on the 2 of them.
Wow. Bringing out the big boy guns.
I'm sick of this combat.
All right, well, I think
Fuck
this...
yes!
Oh my
They both critically failed. Fight's
Oh
over.
my god.
I was just going to say.
Fuck you.
Finger guns, right?
Now that assumes they're not level 9 creatures.
I was going to say...
Well, even if there still fails.
Yeah, we're talking it has the incapacitation trait. We got a 1 on the die from Boars and a 2 on the die from Derek. They both critically fail. They are level 8 creatures.
Critical failure. The creature is stunned for 1 round and blinded for 1 minute.
Stunned for 1 round, blinded for 1 minute.
Not stunned 1. Stunned for the full round.
Stunned. And then blinded for a minute. All right. Well, they both drop their great clubs immediately. I
just had this feeling that everyone's been rolling like shit, and I'm like, this is gonna work. At least one of them's gonna fuck this up somehow.
Turns out they both did.
Fantastic.
And at the top of round 3, the wizard just ends this and sprays this just prismatic spray all over Boars and...
Look at my fucking colors. They're so colorful.
It matches your robes, too. Yeah, they're both stunned and blind, and obviously they both dropped their clubs. Yeah, the wizard did a number here. Moonlight, it's your turn.
I'm not sure what else to do, so I'm going to throw a book at him.
I'm in doubt.
I get a 30 to hit him.
All right. 19 damage. All right.
It's like he's like blinded and just dropped his weapon, and all of a sudden a book hits him in the face.
Oh,
Your projectile a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Hell yeah, dude. Cantrips are fantastic. All right. Moonlight, what do you do with your third action?
Laugh.
Cast shield, I guess.
Just in case. Peach Pie. Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Well, then right from where I'm at, I'm just going to attack Derek. Ugh. 22 to hit.
So many
misses him.
22s.
And
so
somehow
many
I still
22s.
managed to miss.
Yeah.
He's blind and stunned, and I miss. Second attack, though, is a 29, and that hits.
That does hit.
And I will deal him 29 damage.
29 damage to Derek. Derek is looking real hurt.
And I'm just going to try one last desperate attack, see what we can get here. 17 is going to miss.
Well, after Peach Pie, Jebediah, it's your turn.
All right. Well, with just a free action, I'm gonna tell Kelka, "Hey, there's some blind people up here if you're hungry," and then from there, I will leave Derek to be and make a full attack on Boars. All right.
Like 4 wouldn't have hit, would it?
Guys, I fucking blinded them for you. What are you doing?
Dude, so bright.
Oh man, it's a 23 for Turtles hit the first time around and a 16. Both miss.
Oh, I didn't mean to do turtle. That was Jeb.
Oh, that was
They're
Jeb.
the same attacks, but
Oh, I see.
I'll turtle just bite this guy just because. 28.
Hey, that hits.
11.
11 damage.
And then, yeah, like I said, I'll leave the bot. I'll leave him to rot and die there. It'll be done. Kelka can come eat him up.
All right. Well, Boars, it's his turn. He is stunned, so he can't do anything. It's the wizard's turn.
I electric arc the two of them again.
Well, we get a 32 and a 31 for reflex saves.
They're successes, but not critical successes. I rolled 16 damage, so they each take 8.
Perfect.
And third action, I spark my pipe.
It's actually Calkek. I've been kind of passing him over every turn, but he's going to take a couple of steps forward, and he's going to change shape into the Barghest.
Hey, buddy, I blinded them for you.
And he looks at you and then casts invisibility.
I mean, they already can't see you, but now I can't see you.
I'm not worried about them.
And Derek loses. Oh, wait, no. His stun condition's over, right?
Yeah, his stun
No?
condition is over. His stun condition is over, yeah.
His stun condition's over.
He lost his turn last turn, so he's
Lost
good
his
to go.
turn, yeah. Well, he is, he's
Still
dropped his
blinded.
great club. He's still blinded. He drops to his knees, and he puts his hands in the air, and he says, "Please don't kill me!" And
Is a reaction on him dropping to his knees?
dropping prone? Peach Pie gonna drive this motherfucker into the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's see. I think there's a drop prone basic action. It has the move trait.
That should mean it incurs attacks of opportunity.
It would. It does not say anything about not incurring attack of opportunity.
No, absolutely. I just want to make sure that attack of opportunity uses manipulate or a move action. It is solely a move action. So yes, he would incur an attack of opportunity by dropping prone.
Yeah, because step literally says, unlike most types of movement, stepping doesn't trigger reactions.
I will intentionally take the -2, and I'm going to make this subdual.
Okay.
I'm going to miss with a 24.
Probably because of that -2.
Probably because I'm. That well.
Yeah, he passes the rest of his turn, which brings us up to Moonlight. It's your turn.
I attempt to cast Daze on him. He needs to give me a will DC.
Will save. He rolls a nat 20. That's critical success.
That's a critical success. Nothing fucking happens. I hate this game. Anyway, the last 2 saves I've asked from them, they've both been nat 20s from them.
Third action?
Cast shield. They're blinded. I can't even intimidating glare them. They can't see.
That's true.
I mean, I guess I could just like talk mean to him.
Obviously, that's an option.
We do share a language.
You blind dummies.
All right. Well, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
All right. Now, I don't know if this Derek guy deserves to die, so I'm going to again try and subdual him.
He might not deserve to get died, but he deserves to get eaten by a bargain.
I get a 19 and miss. I'm done. I'm just going to swing at him normal.
Oh.
Done.
I get 27 to hit.
Hitting people gently is hard.
Apparently. I hit him for 25 and he's dying. And I step up toward Boris. Done.
He had 1 hit point left. So yeah. Bloody
Literally anything but a nat 20 would have knocked him out.
spell. Literally, yes.
He just killed himself. By getting that fortitude save, he killed himself. So otherwise, he would have just been unconscious.
Well, after Peach Pie, Jebediah, it's your turn. Boars is the only one left, but he's blind.
And you said Kelkek's invisible?
Yep.
Alright, well, Turtle's gonna pounce on the boars there with the 32.
32 hits.
And I don't know if I've explained, but when Turtle reached 8, she got her cat ability, which is Cat Pounce, allowing her to strike and stride in 1 action. 14.
14 damage. Turtle getting a little bit of revenge here.
Attempt another bite and fail
Ooh.
with an 8. Ooh. And then I will swing my axe at Boars with flanking here with my boy Peach Pie. 28.
28 hits.
The new electricity axe with 16. That's pretty bad.
Electricity axe. That's right. You went shopping and got that property rune. Buzz. All right.
I'll attempt another strike and miss again with 23. And I'll be done.
23 misses. All right. Well, it is Boars' turn. Unlike Derek, Boars is kind of in a rage right now. He's just swinging wildly.
Go on, pick up your hammer. Pick it up. Come on.
Oh, that's right. He has to pick it up. Damn it. So first action, he bends over to pick up his great club.
Attack of
He
opportunity.
is blind. Can he find his club?
Seek action,
Something
perhaps?
concealed, yeah.
We're going to do a seek action on that. Good call out.
How do you do a seek action on an item?
Perception check.
Basically bend over and feel on the ground because he knows it.
But
fell
what would
down.
the DC be?
I don't know if this is... he's not necessarily dropping prone to go down to grab it.
He's blind and feeling around on the ground for his weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You would definitely get an attack of opportunity.
Taking an attack of opportunity.
Why don't you go ahead and resolve that before
Well, I mean,
we
it's
figure
still
it
an
out.
interact to pick it up. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, damn it. I get a 24 and I miss.
All right. Well, let's say he doesn't find it the first time when he's looking. He kind of squats down and pats his hand on the ground, frantically looking for the club. He's going to use a second action to seek again. God damn it. He still can't find it. And he's going to use his third action to seek one more time. There it is. He got it. And he's going to have to pick it up next round because he spent all of his actions looking for the damn thing. Wizard, it's your turn.
I will electric arc him.
When in doubt, right? He's going to get a 26 on his reflex save.
It's a success, so he will take half of 17, so 8.
All right.
Third action, I will continue to smoke my pipe and just be like, hey, Kelkek, you gonna eat some dinner here? Looking around for him, he's invisible.
Yeah.
Calkek.
All right, well, Derek's dead, so we're going to go back up to the top of the order. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Moonlight is so frustrated right now with their spells. They take a 5-foot step up, pick up his club, 5-foot step back.
He just found the damn thing.
I love it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Very unconventional yet effective turn, Moonlight.
Next turn, telekinetic projectile it right into his face.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy. Yeah, it's probably
I think
too
it's too
bulk.
bulk. Otherwise, I would have absolutely done that or just telekinetic projectiled it away.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I would allow that. Absolutely. Okay. Well, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Hammer time. I get a 26 to hit. Thank God I didn't try and do subdual because I would have missed again.
That hits him while he's flat-footed.
22 damage. I will attempt to attack again. Oh my God. Miss. And my final attack, just see what happens. 23, not quite enough.
Nope, not quite enough.
Done.
All right. After Peach Pie, Jebediah, it's your turn.
Well, I will have Jebediah attack with flanking once again.
He's flat-footed from being blind, so it doesn't even
I'm
matter.
still frightened. Still have that.
No, you don't. All right, 25 hits.
And then I'll do 22 damage.
Boars ain't looking so good anymore.
We'll attempt another swing then. All right, I missed with an 18. We'll see if Turtle can't finish him off because she'd love to. 34?
So close. So close to the critical. Yeah, 34 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage.
I'll just try another one here. 15 to hit.
No, that'll miss. Just taking bites out of Boars. Speaking of Boars, it's his turn, and he's down on the ground, and he had his hand on the club, but hadn't gotten hold of it. And right as he got his hand on the club, Moonlight just walks up and moves it away. He feels that, obviously. He just goes, where is it? Where is it? And uses his first action to seek on the ground, which doesn't work. His second action to stand up.
Attack him of opportunity. 33 to hit.
33 hits.
19 damage.
19. Peach Pie smacks him and he gets up on his second action and he's not looking good. He's looking real bad. He's got blood coming down his nose, off the corner of his mouth and his ears, and he's just been getting his head rocked, and that color spray really did him in. And he's got his eyes closed really tightly and he's like, all right, I'll let you in.
It's too late for that, boys.
Or is this over Kelkek?
We were never asking for permission.
Are we going to drop out of initiative or you guys want to keep going turn by turn?
No, fuck boars.
Yeah,
I
he's
just-
dead.
We're gonna
Ask
kill him.
Boars if he remembers.
I'm kind of hoping
Calkek.
Calkek just shows up and fucking snaps his neck, or like bites into his fucking neck, tears out his throat, rips out his heart.
If I were playing a different character, I'd say let's go brand him with the CM.
A quote-unquote coup de grace, but
It is the wizard's turn in initiative.
Calkek, do you prefer you like your food alive, right? You don't want me to like cook this a little bit for you or anything? I'm still just looking around. Calkek?
And you hear off to, because he went invisible, he didn't move. He's just off to the side. You didn't notice before, but now that you're listening for him and you're trying to find him, you hear heavy breathing coming from right next to the hedge. You can tell that he's in that square.
It's you.
And Boar goes, wait, who's that?
I've been saying Calkek multiple times. Boris should know who I'm talking to at this point.
It's been a hot minute. He might have forgotten.
No, he's gone. He ran away, or he's dead.
Oh, no, he's fine. We brought him back here.
just for you.
Made a little deal.
Calkek, how rare you want this guy?
Just as he is, blind and afraid.
He is surrounded by all of us.
Can you like taste the fear? Is that a thing?
All I can think of is bullet.
I know, I
like
same
them
thing.
raw and wriggling.
I had the same thought.
I mean, if Calkek said that, though, I'm okay. And I just start walking by, smoke my pipe.
Calkek's form materializes right next to Boar, and he grabs Boris by the shirt and he just goes,
Yeah, I remember you.
and just bites his head clean off. The blood
Nice.
sprays all over.
That's some jaw strength. Like that's impressive.
You guys allowed it to happen. He had 1 HP left.
That's what we wanted.
I mean, perfect guy to have it happen to, too.
Yeah.
Boris doesn't even have time to scream, and he's dead. And Kalkek just rips his head off and just like looks to the sky and starts like massive crunching of the skull and gulping it down, right? You see his eyes light up when he gets that head down, and he looks up to the sky and he fucking and he busts down the wrought iron door and runs into the menagerie.
Got a name.
Okay.
Well, we have loosed a soul-eating demon on our enemies. Welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. There is no possible way this could go badly. That might be a lie. Find out next week as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.